Be me, 27F, lifestyle influencer and curator of the new agrarian aesthetic. Live in a renovated 19th century farmhouse in the Hudson Valley. 850K followers on Instagram, 1.2 M on TikTok. Brand is built on slow living, rejection of modernity, and returning to, quote, ancestral roots. Monetize videos of me kneading sourdough in natural light and arranging wildflowers in vintage Crocs. Sponsorship deals with linen clothing brands and organic supplement companies bring in roughly $15,000 a month. Consider myself the architect of a perfect moral life. Pure food, pure fibers, pure thoughts. Look down on city dwellers with their seed oils, microplastics, and corporate burnout. Believe I have saved myself from the rat race. Got a husband, Silas, born Sam, 31M. Formerly a back-end developer for a streaming service. Met him 3 years ago at a rooftop bar in Brooklyn. He was wearing a Patagonia vest and complaining about rent. Saw the potential immediately. Broad shoulders, good beard growth, capable hands. He was drowning in code and blue light. I threw him a lifeline. Pitched him the dream. Come away with me, Sam. Let's grow our own food. Let's build something real. He bought it hook, line, and sinker. He quit his job, cashed out his 401k to help with the down payment on the farm. Changed his name to Silas because Sam sounded too suburban. I took it upon myself to deprogram him from the digital world. Viewed it as a spiritual cleansing. Taught him that masculinity is silent labor. Taught him that a man's worth is measured in cordwood and calluses. Taught him that complaining is a symptom of low testosterone. Thought I did an incredible job. He wakes up at 4:30 a.m. to feed the livestock. He built the chicken coop from reclaimed barnwood. Took him 3 weeks. I filmed a 15-second reel of it. He hasn't played a video game in 2 years. He wears the heavy flannel and raw denim I pick out for him, even in July. On paper, he is the perfect trad husband. Flashback to 6 months ago. Our dynamic was flawless. I was the director, he was the lead actor. I set the scene. Silas, go chop wood near the hydrangeas, the lighting is golden hour. He does it. Silas, hold the goat kid like you're protecting it from a storm. He does it. If he did it wrong, or looked too tired, I'd cut the scene. Babe, you're hunching. You look defeated. I need, stalwart provider, straighten your back. He'd apologize, shake it off, reset. If he wanted to check his old tech news sites, I'd confiscate the phone. We're doing a dopamine detox this week. Read Marcus Aurelius. He'd sigh, but he'd do it. Felt like I was sculpting a statue out of clay. The comment section worshipped him. OMG, where do I find a man like this? He is literally a Roman statue came to life. I read the comments to him as a reward. Look at what they think of you, I'd say. Look at the hero I made you. Fast forward to present day. Something is rotting in the root cellar. The vibe is off. Not hostile, just heavy. Silence used to be contemplative and stoic. Now it feels like a vacuum. Specifically in our content creation. Engagement is down because the chemistry looks forced. He used to look at me like I was the Earth Mother herself. Now he looks at me like I'm a supervisor at a job he hates. Tuesday afternoon, filming a harvest dinner prep video. Aesthetic is crucial. Late autumn sun, dust motes dancing in the air. Silas, bring in the basket of squash, walk slow. Look at the squash like you grew it with your own hands. He walks in, drops the basket on the table with a loud thud, ruins the audio. Cut, I snap. Babe, gentle, reverence for the harvest, remember? He looks at the squash. It's a vegetable, Clementine. It's not a religious artifact. I freeze. He never uses my real name on camera. I'm always love or darling. What is wrong with you? I hiss, checking the lens. Do it again. I'm tired, he says, voice flat. We're all tired. That's the price of a meaningful life. I have blisters on my hands that haven't healed in a month. The tractor is broken again. The well pump is making a noise. Fix it then. That's your domain. I don't know how to fix a 1950s well pump. I know Java. I know Python. Google it. Oh wait, don't. Figure it out like a man. He stares at me. Eyes are dead fish. Right, like a man. Turns around, walks out. Leaves the squash. Doesn't come back for dinner. I eat the heirloom pumpkin risotto alone while editing footage. Frame out his sullen face. Overlay acoustic guitar music. Caption: grateful for his silent strength. Post it. 40K likes in an hour. Fake, all of it. Wednesday morning. Usually he brings me raw milk coffee in bed. Waking up alone. Cold sheets. Go downstairs. Kitchen is cold. Wood stove isn't lit. Panic spike. Check the window. His truck is gone. Text the Inner Circle group chat. The Hearthkeepers, me, Willow, homestead mom in Utah, Sage, homeschool advocate in Oregon, and Bia, raw carnivore diet guru. Type out Silas didn't light the fire, truck gone. He was moody about the squash yesterday. Bubbles appear instantly. Willow, he's testing your feminine frame. He wants to see if you'll break. Sage, do not chase him. If you chase, you are operating in masculine energy. Stay soft. Stay in your receiver era. Bea, is he eating seed oils? Low inflammation causes irritability. Check his hidden stash. Bea's theory sticks. He's been looking puffy. Well, not puffy, just softer. Thought it was the winter bulk. Decide to investigate. Go to the barn/workshop. This is his sanctuary. I rarely go in there because it smells like diesel and I don't want sawdust on my linen. Open the door. It's messy. Usually I make him keep it curated chaotic for photos. Now it's just chaotic. Look at the workbench. Half-finished birdhouse, prop for next week's video. Look under the workbench. See a plastic bodega bag. Pull it out. Heart stops. Wrappers. Doritos. Cool Ranch. Snickers, king size. A receipt from Tony's Pizza and Subs in town. Dated yesterday. While he was fixing the fence. Betrayal washes over me. Cold, toxic shock. I curate his entire diet. Bone broth, organ meats, fermented sourdough, raw dairy. I spent 3 years detoxing his gut biome. And he's out there shoving red 40 and high fructose corn syrup into his face behind my back. It feels like infidelity. Worse than infidelity. It's a rejection of our entire ethos. He prefers the sludge. He prefers the poison. Decide to ambush him. This requires a tribunal. I set the stage for when he returns. Light 20 beeswax candles. Put on the vintage nightgown that makes me look like a ghost from a Victorian novel. Sit in the wingback chair facing the door. Wait. Hear the truck pull in at 7 p.m. Hear the heavy boots on the porch. Door opens. He walks in, carrying a bag of feed. Stops when he sees me. Why are the lights off? He asks. The lights are off because we need clarity, Silas. I hold up the empty Doritos bag like it's a murder weapon. Explain this. He sighs. Drops the feed bag. Doesn't look scared, doesn't look guilty. Looks annoyed. I was hungry, Clem. We have food here. We have nutrient-dense, ancestral food. I hate the liver pat. I hate the sauerkraut. I just wanted something that crunches and tastes like chemicals. You are poisoning your temple. I'm starving. I haul rocks all day. I fix fences. I shovel shit. A thimble of bone broth isn't enough calories. It's about discipline. It's about rejecting the modern slurry. I like the slurry, he shouts. Sudden silence. The candles flicker. He never shouts. I like the slurry, he says, quieter. I miss pizza. I miss toilets that flush properly. I miss central heating. I miss Wi-Fi that works. You're entering a crisis, I say, voice trembling. This is the city withdrawal talking. You need to ground yourself. Go walk barefoot in the grass. It's November. The ground is frozen. Then embrace the cold. Feel something real. He laughs. A dry, humorless bark. Real? You want to talk about real? He points to the corner where my ring light is set up. That's not real. None of this is real. We are cosplaying poverty for rich people on the internet. We are inspiring people. We are lying to them. You don't garden, Clem. You pose with a trowel, and then I do the weeding. You don't bake. You mix the dough for the shot, and then I have to monitor the oven temperature for 4 hours because the wood stove is a piece of garbage. That is our division of labor. I am the muse. You are the maker. I'm not a maker. I'm a coder. I like air conditioning. I like sitting in a chair. You were miserable in the city, you told me. I was stressed. There's a difference. Now I'm physically broken, and I have to pretend I'm a 19th century lumberjack so you can sell linen aprons. I built this life for us. You built a set, and I'm just a prop. He turns to head upstairs. Where are you going? To pack a bag. I'm going to a hotel. A hotel with a thermostat and a television. If you leave, don't come back. You will break the immersion. He stops on the stairs. Looks back at me. The immersion is already broken. You just haven't looked at the footage yet. He leaves. Takes the truck. Leaves me in the candlelit dark. Silence descends. Heavy, oppressive silence. Wind howls outside. House creaks. Usually I find this sound romantic. Now it sounds like the house is laughing at me. Check the group chat. He shouted at me. He admitted to eating processed chips. He left for a hotel. Willow, narcissistic collapse. He can't handle your spiritual elevation. Sage, he is vibrating at a low frequency. Protect your womb space. Bea, the seed oils have corrupted his neural pathways. He is literally brain damaged from the Doritos. Their words feel hollow. I look around the living room. Beautiful antique furniture. Hand-woven rugs. Dried herbs hanging from the rafters. It's freezing. The fire has gone out. I need to add wood. Go to the wood box. Empty. Silas always fills it before dinner. Have to go outside to the wood pile. Put on my wool shawl. Step out onto the porch. Pitch black. Wind is biting. Stumble to the woodpile. Grab a log. It's heavy. Splinter goes through my linen glove. Ow! Drop the log on my toe. Scream. Nobody hears me. Closest neighbor is 2 miles away. Drag 2 logs back inside. Shivering uncontrollably. Try to open the stove door. Handle is stuck. Silas has a trick for opening it. Jiggle and lift. I jiggle. I lift. Nothing. Burn my hand on the metal. Sit on the floor and cry. Not a cute single-tear cry. Ugly, snotty sobbing. Realize I don't know how to run my own house. I know how to make it look good. I don't know how to make it work. Thursday. Wake up freezing. Can see my breath in the bedroom. No water. Pipes froze because the fire went out. Phone battery at 12%. Grab my portable charger. Dead. Silas always charges the power banks. Panic setting in. Drive my car? I have a vintage 1980s station wagon. For the aesthetic. Turn the key. Click, click, click. Battery dead. Silas usually starts it once a week to keep it running. I am trapped. Trapped in my beautiful, curated prison. Sit on the porch wrapped in 3 quilts. Waiting. Waiting for him to come back and fix it. He has to come back. He loves the chickens. He named them. Noon passes. Hunger gnawing at me. Go to pantry. Jars of preserved lemons. Bags of raw flour. Dried beans. Nothing ready to eat. Usually Silas makes breakfast hash. I try to eat a preserved lemon. Tastes like salt and regret. 3 p.m. A car pulls into the long driveway. Not the truck. A sleek modern sedan. Uber. Silas gets out. Wearing jeans. Not raw denim. Regular, stretchy jeans from Costco. Wearing a hoodie. A gray, graphic hoodie. Nintendo logo. Wearing sneakers. Nikes. He looks comfortable. He looks lighter. Walks up to the porch. Doesn't look at the house with reverence. Looks at it like a building. I came for the rest of my stuff. The pipes are frozen, I whisper. I know. I called the plumber from town. He's on his way. I paid the emergency fee. The car won't start. Alternator. I ordered the part. It'll be here Tuesday. You'll have to figure out how to install it. YouTube helps. He walks past me. Into the house. I follow him. You're really doing this? You're throwing away 3 years of building a legacy? I'm taking a job in Seattle, Clem, a startup. They offered me a senior dev role. Remote for now, then relocation. Seattle? The city of rain and depression? You'll hate it. I love rain, and I love coffee that comes from a machine. And I love getting paid actual money, not just exposure. He packs efficiently. Duffel bag. Throws in his laptop, his chargers, his asterisk actual clothes he hid in the back of the closet. Leaves the flannel shirts. Leaves the suspenders. Leaves the flat caps. Take those, I say. Those are yours. No, he says. Those are the character's clothes. I'm retiring the role. Stops at the door. Looks at me. I'm shivering in my quilt. Makeup smudged. Hair unbraided. You look cold, he says. I am. There's a space heater in the attic. I hid it behind the loom. You should plug it in. Don't worry, the followers won't see it. I can't believe you hid a space heater. I hid a lot of things to survive you, Clem. Brutality of that sentence hits me like a shovel. I loved you, I say, voice small. You loved the content, he says. You loved the visual of me. You never asked me how my back felt. You never asked me if I was happy. You just asked if the lighting was right. Turns to leave. Goodbye, Clementine, or whatever your name is now. Walks out. Gets in the Uber. Drives away. Plumber arrives 10 minutes later. Big guy, crack showing. Husband couldn't fix it? He asks, looking at the cold stove. He's gone, I say. Plumber shrugs. Well, gonna cost you. Emergency rates. Fixes the pipes. Lights the stove. Takes him 30 seconds. Hands me a bill for $450. I pay with the emergency credit card. Sit alone in the warming kitchen. Open Instagram. Need validation. Need to spin this. Take a selfie. Sad eyes, clutching a mug of cold herbal tea. Caption. The seasons change, and so do we. Sometimes the harvest requires a pruning. Navigating a season of solitude and deep reflection. Hashtag slow living. Hashtag heartbreak. Hashtag winter solstice. Post it. Watch the likes roll in. Sending love. You are so strong, mama. His loss. You are a goddess. Scroll for an hour. Dopamine hits aren't working. Feel empty. Feel like the papier-mâché shell of a person. Stomach growls. Look at the pantry again. Look at the hidden spot behind the loom where he said the heater was. Go upstairs. Find the space heater. Plug it in. Ugly, orange, plastic glow. Heat blasts my face. It feels amazing. Feels like sin. Look further behind the loom. Find a stash he left. Another bag. Inside is a receipt for a falafel wrap. And a Nintendo Switch. He left the Switch? No, he bought a new one. This is his old one. Pick it up. Battery dead. Find the charger. Plug it in. Boot it up. See his save file on Stardew Valley. 400 hours played. Load the save. Look at his farm in the game. It's ugly. Nothing is organized. Crops are chaotic. But everything is automated. Sprinklers everywhere. Scarecrows. Automatic feeders. His character is married to the purple-haired girl who plays drums and eats gems. Not the blonde traditional baker girl. Stare at the screen. He was simulating a farm where he didn't have to work, while living on a farm where he worked to death. And he married the emo girl. Laugh. A hysterical, dry laugh. Put the switch down. Go to the kitchen. Grab the bag of organic, stone-ground heritage wheat flour. Dump it in the trash. Grab the keys to the station wagon. Remember, it won't start. Scream. Call a taxi. Where to? The nearest gas station, the one with the hot dogs. Driver looks at me weird. I'm wearing a $400 linen dress and muck boots. Don't care. Get to the gas station. Fluorescent lights buzzing. Smell of gasoline and old coffee. It smells like heaven. Buy a hot dog on the roller. Buy a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. Buy a Diet Coke. Sit on the curb outside. Eat the hot dog. Grease runs down my chin. It's disgusting. It's the best thing I've ever tasted. Take a bite of the Dorito. Crunch. Chemical dust explodes on my tongue. Close my eyes. Imagine Silas in a hotel room. Warm. Watching TV. Eating pizza. Realize he's not the villain. Realize I'm not the victim. I'm just a stage manager with no cast left. Take a selfie with the hot dog. Finger hovers over the camera button. No! Put the phone down. Take another bite. Just sit there in the cold neon glow. Alone. Finally real.